Hey guys, welcome. This is the Hodgecast.
Episode 8.
Episode 8. We're going to do some fact or cap today.
Fact or cap!
Mitch is high on methamphetamines.
Is it true or is it false?
Here we go. Mitch has no idea what I'm about to ask him, hence playing fact or cap.
No.
So, we're going to get straight into it, guys. I want you guys to play along with us. If you think something or you know something, comment it. And if I've got it completely wrong, make sure to, prove me wrong in the comments. Anyway, let's get started.
Let's go, babe.
First one is fact or cap.
Cap.
Over 5,000 people died in the making of the 8 stadiums in Qatar for the World Cup.
Guys, I think more than 5,000 people.
That's a lot of
have
fucking people.
Yeah.
You
want to know what I'm really pissed off about?
What are you pissed off about?
The camera is angled wrong. Look at the camera.
I know, but it's straight here. Look.
No. That's not straight.
That's good.
This is the Hodgecast quality content.
That should be it. Yeah, guys. Okay.
Okay. So I'm not gonna lie to you. I know that it's more than 5,000.
Why do you know?
Because it's something like 6,500. I saw a comedian talk about it. He was saying how disgusting it is, and how we're so happy for this World Cup when 6,400 people died or something like that. So I'm pretty sure it's more than. So it's fact more than 5,000.
That question just went out the window. That was a good answer. 6,500 fucking people died over the 10 years in the building of all of the stadiums, all of the railways, all of the construction, and a good chunk of them to suicide.
Wow.
Which is all caused by the
corruption.
Well, let's not just throw out corruption. The human rights laws over there are just horrible. So I was listening to a whole situation about what goes on over there, and the people come over on the visa and whatever, and they have to pay for themselves. It's roughly 4,000 American dollars just to be set up and able to go, and then they arrive and they get straight away on the shit wage, and they get thrown into a situation where a few people have been gone into, okay, you're going to be helping out homeless people in shelters or something along those lines. All of a sudden, you're on the construction site, mate. Let's go.
Yeah. Well, I know you don't want to say the word corruption, but that's literally corruption, because what they are is literally expendable. Because they die.
The people, yeah.
There's thousands of people who want to take your place, mate. You are expendable. This is corruption. I'm just going to get the
I didn't want to not say corruption. You're right. But I just meant in that situation, it's human rights for that.
Yeah.
But it is because it's corrupt.
I'm just going to get the next...
next 100,000 Indian guys to come in and work.
Yeah.
Which is, a lot of people came from Nepal, India and whatever. And a lot of people died from just heat stroke because they're so hot over there.
Yeah.
And they're just in shit working conditions.
It's disgusting.
Making these stadiums, and now we're watching people playing them. And look, I'm not against football as the world game. I love the game, but I really don't like that it is in Qatar this year. I'm not happy about it one bit.
Yeah.
I'm really upset that they're fucking playing in this country.
Well, I think you said this 10 years ago, before Qatar was known to be hosting the 2022 World Cup.
Yep.
There wasn't a single football stadium in Qatar. They didn't play football.
No.
Or there might have been.
3 million people live there. 3 million people live in Qatar.
Yeah, that's not many people.
No.
You know people are living in shipping containers?
I've seen this. It's horrible.
It's kind of weird. There's not enough hotels for people to go to the World Cup.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, next question.
Next one. Let's go.
Right, so,
I'm one from one, babe.
So, Qatar spent over 10 times... That was good. 10 times the amount of money than Russia did building and making the railways and doing the stadiums and just everything under the sun. They've spent over 10 times the amount of money as Russia.
Yes. I think that there are... I heard that there are 6 stadiums.
There's 8 stadiums.
8 stadiums. So
one is not air-conditioned. 7 are.
Do you know how many there were at Russia? Were there about 8 as well, maybe?
I would imagine that. I think they had to have made maybe 6.
Yeah, okay. So both World Cups, they had to make a bunch of stadiums, which would cost billions of dollars, I think. 10 times the amount. I hear that there's one... you need my password?
Just your face will do.
I hear that one of the Qatar stadiums is made of like recycled plastic.
I have no fucking idea.
I don't know how they do that.
That's
but
cool.
I'm gonna say that they did because they have so much money that they're willing to spend it all.
Okay, so I want to run through this whole thing. So, the whole situation with it is that Russia spent roughly about $15 billion in all of their building of everything to host the World Cup. Now let's go a few years back from that again. One of the best World Cups we ever saw in a country that we don't think is rich and plentiful. The host of one of the best World Cups and one of the best first goals we've ever seen by the famous video meme Mitchab, who is which if you've never seen that before, go check it out. It's in like 10 years ago.
South Africa.
South Africa. They spent $4 billion.
$4
billion in creating all of the stadiums and whatever else they needed to host the World Cup for people. But Qatar spent, drum roll please, $220 billion. They spent $500 million every single week in the building of this. As people were dying left, right and centre and they were sweeping them to the side, they were continuing to build and work and do everything else. And they spent 15 times the amount of money than Russia did. And this is within 8 years after. So inflation has gone up. We all understand that. Yeah. But to spend 15 to almost 17 times the amount of money?
That's crazy.
There's some shenanigans going on there.
It's kind of funny that Elon Musk has more money than that.
Does he have more than 220 billion?
Worth more.
Is he worth more than 220 bill?
I'm pretty sure. He's the richest man in the world, and Jeff Bezos was the richest man with 200 billion.
Is Elon funding all of this?
Yes. Well, Elon actually was going to buy Manchester United. He tweeted saying that he's going to do it, but he was joking.
I would have been...
No, people got so upset. People were like, yes, we need to do it. And then he was like, I'm kidding. And then everyone was like, oh, I hate you. It's like, he's just joking. He doesn't need to own Man. It doesn't matter. Who cares?
Anyway,
I was right.
Mitch got it.
Let's go!
Guys, I hope you guys are keeping up with us because right now we're on a roll, and I hope you guys are I hope you guys have gotten these two.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Anyway, let's move on to the next.
Motherfucking hot. Let's go.
Qatar. So when you get the World Cup, essentially, you have to pay FIFA. Obviously, you put bids in, and whoever bids the most wins the chance to have the World Cup in their country. Okay? So straight away, fact or cap, did Qatar spend over $500 million they paid to FIFA to host the World Cup?
Did they pay over 500 million?
Over 500 million.
I'm going to say absolutely.
Absolutely?
Fact!
What do you think they paid?
690 million.
Okay. You're close?
Really?
A little bit higher. It was 880 million.
Fucking hell.
They paid to FIFA just to be able to host the event.
Talk about corruption, man.
Just to be able to host it, which I think is pretty fucking crazy. And it's never ever been hosted in a Saudi Arabian country before.
So now in total they've spent 221 billion.
Roughly, yeah. But the 220 billion figure is absolutely crazy.
That is really
absolutely fucking nuts.
Okay, that must be oil, right?
Because there's nothing else to do in Qatar.
Except
you can't do anything.
Oil. Do they mine oil?
I know, but what are the people going for? They're going for the football, and the football's every day now. If you're not going to every single game, there's nothing else to do
except to die of heat stroke,
which I guarantee a few people will.
That's true.
Guys, let's move on to the next question.
Oh, just before we move on to very quickly, people from England are actually going to Qatar, and there's this video online going around. They met the Prince of Qatar,
Jesus Christ,
and he took them back to his palace, and he was partying with lions. Just this random English bloke, my age, 21 years old, was just on a night out in Qatar. And then he met the Prince of Qatar, went back to the Prince of Qatar's palace.
And he's been killed.
Hanging out with a lion. No, he was hugging a lion.
Jesus Christ.
Well, this is what my friend told me.
Yeah, my dog's uncle's friend's mate's uncle's auntie's grandfather told me that one.
But I actually believe it.
That is not unbelievable.
Yeah.
I would believe that. Anyway, Now that you've said that, that's going to ruin the next question.
Oh, okay.
So, how many lions does the prince have?
Wait, is that actually a question that you were going to ask?
But he has about 600. Let's move on. Okay, so, fact or cap?
Cap.
Ecuador beat Qatar 3-0 the last time they played. Fact or cap?
Are we talking about the game this morning?
No. In the last time they played before that. And what do you think the score was if it wasn't 3-0?
I think it was fucking 2-1. Actually, Qatar didn't score. They're shit. I think it was 2-0.
2-0 to Ecuador?
The exact same score as it was this morning.
This was 2018, by the way.
2018. Was it at the World Cup? No, they weren't.
No, this was just a friendly.
I'm just going to say fact. It was 3-0. Yeah.
It was 3-0 to Ecuador?
Yeah.
Well, guys, that one is cap.
Oh, shit.
Qatar managed to beat Ecuador 4-3.
What?
In a friendly in 2018. They beat them 4-3.
Jeez.
Absolutely nuts. A few of the players that did play in that game are still playing in the team now.
Wow.
And, yeah, I thought that was pretty fucking nutty to think.
They can't do it when it matters.
Knowing that Qatar have zero footballing skill and all money,
yeah,
they have no ability. And they're going to be kicked straight out of the World Cup because they fucking suck.
I hope no country like this ever hosts it again.
Agreed.
It's a waste of money. And it's a waste of time.
Fuck Qatar.
Thank you for watching, though. And if you're a Qataris person, subscribe.